Babi Actif page. If you're watching on the website, thank you so much for having a little search through, and welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you're subscribing to the channel. It's great to have you along. This is a 6 months plus postnatal fitness workout for mums. Dads can join in too. I'm using a timer today. I'll set my timer up for you. There, so that's ready. We're also going to use a couple of markers on the floor. So have a little look around your space this morning and your workout space. Make sure it's safe. And please only participate if you're feeling 100% fit and well and fully recovered from the birth of your baby. You can comment if you're watching live. I'd also love you to say hello and good morning to me. Don't be shy. Give me a little wave, say hello. I might pop the light on actually. It might be a bit dark in here for you. What you need today is a couple of markers. Now I've got a couple of sandbags in my home studio, but you could use a pair of trainers. So you're going to have those with you, and they're going to be like markers. These are for your agility this morning. So when you do a little bit of a fitness session, we're going to use some boxing drills. We're going to use some light impact to get you ready for those of you thinking about jogging or have started to jog already and are feeling really comfortable with that. We'll do some impact work, which will involve balance, transferring balance and trying to keep ourselves steady as we impact. We'll use our arms for that as well. Bit of play there for your balance. And then we are doing, let me get my notepad. Don't forget, we have Pilates as well, so that will be on the floor today with a band. You can use one of those bands that go round your, you know, the full looped bands. People, they're really trendy at the moment. Grab one of those if you've got them. If you don't, a scarf will do, something that's a little bit stretchy, a pair of leggings, or a TheraBand, an exercise TheraBand. That's for the floor. That's when we're working on our core a little bit and we connect to our breath and we start to de-stress a little bit, work on our nervous system to relax a little bit at the end. We'll be doing our walkouts. For those who want to add in a press up, there's a press up option and they're timed. We'll also be using a dumbbell. So if you have a dumbbell, grab a dumbbell, but if you don't, just grab something heavy like a really solid book that you can grip. And that will be all you need today. So if you're joining me, start to get yourself ready. Make sure I've got a little bit of music going here. And then we're going again. So let's go. Back in there. And that's all you really need. To start off with, you can just set your kit out a little bit. And then just let me know if you're watching. Give me a little comment if you're watching. I have to go round the screen to see if anybody's watching. Give me a wave. Let me know if you're watching, please. Say hello. Don't be shy. It's just me and you in your cosy home workout space. Should we get going? Let me know if you're watching. Please give me a shout. I'll come back to after the warm-up. I'm just going to scooch over here and put the light on. Using my agility. There we go. All right, so we're in. All right, let's take a stretch for the morning. Right up to the sky and then down. Right up to the sky and then down. One more time, I'm going to bend the knees. Bend and reach up. All right, start to think about how we're going to move forward and back. So set up your markers, have them in front of you, about wide stance wide. And what we need to do is walk forward. So it's my walking forward and then coming back. Yeah, have a go. Do you like this move? Does it feel quite steady? Feel good? Feel bouncy? So aim to one corner. This is my right corner. Just have a little bounce there. See how that feels. Check in with the pelvic floor. Check in with your energy levels this morning. You feeling bright? You feeling energetic, or are you feeling a bit meh? It's a bit raining outside, isn't it? All right, we're going to change sides. Change sides. Just try the other side. So if you've ever done any box fit, boxercise, I trained as a boxercise instructor, and I assisted at one of the huge events. Where was that now? I think it might have been in Brighton. Anyway, and it was in 2002, 2001. So we're going to pinch some of those movements today to get your blood flow. Bring yourself back. Let's do a couple of my favourite squats with a big stretch through the arms. So remember, these sessions are for those ladies with babies who are feeling much more advanced now, much more solid in their bodies, a little bit more energy. So this session is designed to give you a lot of focus on your posture. It's also designed to really bring your attention to your breath. Take it just as shoulder rolls. Go down and then stand up, clap up, and then go down again. So shoulder roll. Clap up if you want to add in your calf raise. Add in the calf raise there, okay? So here, roll, calf raise, shoulder roll, calf raise. If your arms felt really good with this big circle, opening up your chest, your shoulders, do that instead. 2 more. Take it as you wish. Your workout, you can work as easy or as challenging as you like. Lots of options. Take your legs really wide and tap side to side. So start to think about the space you've got around you. Can you walk out into your space and do a little bit of a plank for me? You don't have to stay there long, and you can come down onto your knees. I'm actually going to take it on a side profile so that you can see me that way. So we'll have a go at that, all right? So let's take our feet behind us to start with. Start to coordinate some arms and legs here. Reach and pull with the arms. Squeeze gently on the back muscles. So give me a thumbs up on top. And if you're in the gym situation, you're doing something called a seated row. I want you to imagine what that's like, pulling back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Drop your arms a little bit lower than your shoulders, so you've got right angles at the elbows. Big smile. We're going to try 2. Single, single, double. So here we go. Single and 2. Big smiles. Then again, add a little hop if you want. If it feels too much on impact, stay low. This is a great test of your pelvic floor, ladies. That's why we're adding it in today. One more time each side. Single, single, pull back, double with a lift. Just maybe lift on the double. Last time. Squat. Swing those arms up, back and round. So remember, you're feeling a lot more coordinated. There you are. If you've slept a bit wonky, you want to make sure we ease out some of those niggles in your back. Roll the shoulders here if it feels a little bit uncomfortable. 2 more. My heart rate's gone up nicely. Pulse raising, circulation boosting. I'm going to take my cardigan off. I'm going to grab a quick drink and then we'll do our walkouts. So, who is watching? I can see a couple of people watching. Give me a little wave, tell me who you are. Just give me a thumbs up. It's always nice when you've got someone to say hello to, isn't it, on a live? All right, so the walkouts. If you haven't done it before, watch, please. If you have done it before, can you do 5? Your version. Add a jack at the beginning or a jack on the floor. See what it feels like. Remember, you're just warming up, so take it at your level. Squatting down. Coming down. You can drop your knees here. Spread your fingers really brightly. Walk yourself out. Do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? And then back. The important is that you've got your toes bent and tucked underneath you, and when you come back it's very mechanical through the knee and then into the hip. Alright, so I'm going to do 5 with you. So coming down, you can do a little bit of a plank. If you want a bit of impact there, take some impact. Just look at how you're moving here. If you're finding it a little bit of a challenge already, you're just feeling that you want to take it slow, drop those knees. Really spread your arms wide, maybe take one leg up at a time, especially if you haven't done a plank for a long time, or maybe this is your first attempt after the birth of your baby. So work to your own level. You can add a jack there if you want to add some more impact. 2 more, please. And down here, roll my shoulders. Just notice that you can shift your weight if you're advancing your planks. Look, notice that you can shift your weight over your hands there. Bend those knees. Let yourself fold up in the middle. Very animalistic, I call it. Feel like I'm really kind of mechanical when I do that move. Down again. I'm going to add in just one press up here on my hands and knees, because that's what we're going to be doing for one of our minutes. So just find your press up position that you like, roll your shoulders, and just notice that your hands are quite away from the body, but they're not in line with your face. Okay, they're not in line with your face, because that's what I want to work with you on today. So you find a lot of people are doing press ups with their hands in line with their face. Can you see the difference? That's pushing off the shoulders. So push yourself forward and then push yourself through to the chest. So you're loading the shoulders a little bit better there. Then come up. See how you feel. Feeling good? Ragdoll. So if you're watching this on a phone, obviously I'm really small. If you're watching this on a tablet, you might find it better to put your tablet up to a portrait position. That might give you a better view, and it might feel like I'm not squashed between two kind of faded lines or black lines on the side. Let me out of here. Just pop me, see if it makes a big difference. Enlarge me on your screen. Don't forget to open the window if you need to, and have a drink handy. We're almost done for the warm up, and then we'll be practicing that Pilates breath. Feels like quite a contrast from this section, so it gives you that mindfulness approach as well. All right, so let's have you doing your little one leg, standing on one leg, rotating the ankle. Smile. It's Friday, and on Fridays we tend to be maybe looking after our children, of course, but we tend to be looking forward to doing something that feels a bit more like a Friday. Of course, we're not going out anywhere anymore. Some people might be going somewhere to visit their friends and family this weekend as we burst out of our individual bubbles for lockdown. So thinking about feeling positive, making our weekends feel fantastic. This session's going to help you do that. Reach up and put your hands like this for me, like kind of like a weapon. See what that feels like. Reach up, drop your shoulders, and then pull your shoulders, your arms out of your sockets. Hopefully you can still see me there in your full view. So feet flat on the floor. Got a little bit of a weapon there. Rising up, drop the shoulders, and take them out. If that feels a little bit too uncomfortable because the narrowing here creates tension through the chest, just take your arms wide, particularly if you're still breastfeeding. Take your arms wide, and that will do. Okay, let's try and add on a bit of a leg to that. So we did a little bit of ankle mobility. Now we're going to do the standing on one leg a little bit more, so that I can create a little bit of a challenge in your balance today. An essential component of your fitness, of course. Juggling, as mums do. Here, standing on one leg. Take your hands if you like that position, or there. Take them up, and then take them down. Try the other side. So push your arms behind you. Feel that you're making the most of every movement here. We're not just doing it for the sake of doing it. We're doing it because we want to feel the work. We're doing it because we want to feel good. And of course, all these movements are just going to get your hormones stimulated. And that's what we want. I'm going to try it with my arms close together. Okay, so do one on each side. Roll my shoulders, rising up. I'm working on my coordination, my balance a bit, and seeing how that feels. So this is the kind of easier option this morning. Working into your back there, well done. All right, so we've done a little bit of movement light on our feet, a bit of balance play. Let's start to add it on. I hope you enjoyed your walkouts, by the way. Let's go to the right side here, as on a punch, to finish off that warm up. So, if you're happy with the impact, you're light on your feet. Feel how you're light on your feet. If you're feeling that you're more comfortable here, you're going to be driving forward. But all you do is make sure you've got your marker in place, and then as you move, you're travelling across a space. So about a metre space. So travelling across it. Okay? And you're going to start adding in your punch. You don't have to keep a fist. You keep your hands nice and light. That will take tension out of your shoulders. But if you're feeling quite aggressive, like you've got some stress to bust this morning, make it more powerful. We'll do 8. We'll do a little march or a skip. This is my skip. You can do a march if it feels like your heart rate's going up too much. And then we'll come back on the other side. So have a go at the other side. A little play. See what your knees are doing this morning. Driving forward, so you can look for more high intensity by travelling further, forward and backwards if you need to. We'll do 8 skips, 8 to the other side. So here we go. 4, 3, put them up, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, skip. You can take your knees up if you want to, high impact ladies, or march. Should we go to the other side? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big smiles, back in the skip. 1, 2, or march. 3, 4. Keep the arms high. Let's do it one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heart rate should be going up. Change. 1, 2, 3. Big smiles. Oh, gosh, that's falling down. Back in the centre. March. Or high knees. 4, 3, 2. Give me that squat. Squat. Up. This is your calf raise. You've been practicing calf raise and squats for a while. I'm now nice and warm. Hopefully you are too. Alright, you should feel like you've done something already. Checking my notes there. Fabulous. I'm going to open my window. Alright. So what we're going to do, it's going to be one of our minutes. So you should be breathless like me on that one, okay? If not, a little bit more hand coming out to your head height. So if you're going to punch someone at your head height on there, okay, very dramatic. And then get your height a little bit more involved, or get your speed up for intensity. Let's work on to that minute of the balance bit. So I wanted to show you that you've got the 2 markers. I want you to hop over to one side and then keep this foot off the floor. So take yourself up, keep your foot off the floor, and try that a couple of times. And the idea is that you land and that leg steadies you. Alright, so I'm going to try and do that now. It's challenging me there. And try and keep as still as I can when I land, like musical statues. That's a challenge. Okay, so that might be enough for you today. Wobbling, that's what we want. I want you to feel that wobbling. That's your little bit of impact there. If there's too much impact and you're feeling it's a little bit too heavy in the pelvis, it's just not right for your knees today. Just step and then try and keep still there. I'm going to integrate something with the arms now, okay? Remember this? Adding on the arms if you want to. Have a go. So you can step, lift, down, step, lift, down. So try not to put your foot down and try and kind of get a little bit of a light hop. Let's see how that feels. This should give you a challenge somewhere. Maybe your balance, maybe you're wobbling side to side in the trunk. That's going to really give your muscles around your corset, your obliques, your whole trunk system. Of course, it's your core system, your back and the pelvic floor. It's going to get involved in that to try and create some strength in here to stop you wobbling a little bit. Like the grounded roots of a tree and the tree trunk solid in the middle. All right, if you want to take it a bit further, I want you to try and take your hands up, down, and then try and keep really still there, and then up, down. All right, for those of you much further progressed, there could be people watching this now on a replay. If that's you and you're looking to just have a little bit of a boost today, I want you to try and come up and back down, and then up and down. Really focus. So leg back, up, down, and then try and stay still as you can here. And then come back. And then repeat. It's a minute. You'll see me mixing it up a bit. This is about what you can do. Keep breathing with a flow. Let's do that minute now. Ready? On your marks, go. So try and keep still. You choose yours, you know what to do. Try and get that hop in and try and stay still as you can here. Extra balance challenge if you want it. Light impact here will do. This will do for your light impact. Nice and wide, try and stay as steady as you can on that leg. Excellent. Excellent work for your mind and body this morning, ladies. Well done. You're doing some fantastic concentration. If you can keep up going a little bit longer, step or hop. Good stuff. Should be giving you the challenge. If it's not giving you a challenge, you need to move up in the level. And we're nearly there now. Should be challenging. That's your minute. Well done. Just to ease out any tension built up, take a couple of breaths here as well. You can twist there if it doesn't feel dizzy. Smile. Well done. Let's do some walkouts. Okay, so walking out. Let's have a little look at the screen there. Your walkouts. Let's do 5. Make sure I've got plenty of time to do our Pilates. 5. I'm going to do some press ups. Remember, if you've got wrists that are just a little bit temperamental after the birth of your baby or any history of injury on your shoulder, you can come onto your fists, okay? Facing each other works well for most people. That's a bit more challenging. All right, I'm going to do half press ups. Go, your walkouts, your workout. Try and get your hands sort of behind your head. You see that my hands are not in line with my face. And don't be afraid to change it up a bit. Doesn't feel right. Shift your weight in front of your hands, your shoulders. And it really is chin to the floor, or chest in my case to the floor. Alright? And again, you choose, you can do a jack here, practice your plank. What do you want to do? I think I'm doing 4 here. Chest to the floor, palms spread brightly. Do what feels good and don't rush it. Particularly if you're getting lightheaded on top here. I hope you've had some breakfast. Check into that posture. And use lots of control here. Lots of control. Chest to floor. Go at your pace. Don't follow anybody else's pace in your workouts. You're doing some other workouts elsewhere. Try and go at your pace. It's going to be a skill for the rest of your life, I promise. So I'm going to do 1 plank now. Take myself to a plank, little jack, and then I'm going to do 1 more set of my press ups. So go at your pace. Take what you need. Stop, pause. If you're watching a replay, do the bit that you love. But whatever you're doing, it counts today. So it counts for today and it counts for the rest of your life. So it's a huge investment, turning up and doing the exercises today. Chest to the floor on those. Well done. Let's get that bit of boxing done. Rotate those wrists. Think about how you want to move here. Do you want to work a little bit harder or do you want to work a little bit easier? It's a minute. So what I'm going to do is step, punch, then in the middle, excuse me, over there, be in the middle, minute. Ready? Go! Don't worry about the coordination. If you just like this side, just stay on this side. It doesn't have to be in a choreography. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or march 2, 3 hands high. 5, 6, 7 hands high. Well, again, get your punches in though. So we try with those punches. Keep the breathing going. No gritting teeth. Here. Big smiles. What are you going to do here? Low, hands high. A little bit of impact. And again. That is your minute. How's that feeling, ladies? Is that okay? Keep yourselves moving as your heart rate is up. Brilliant. So we've done now a little bit of fitness. Time for a drink. My heart rate's still up. And I'm looking around for my cup. Grab yourselves a drink. So a nice little morning boost. Let's slow it down now. We've ticked our boxes of agility, balance, got our heart rate up, we've done some lovely coordination, really focus on our movements. We've worked a little bit on the chest if you've done your press-ups with me, or even if you haven't, you've done a walkout. Very well done this morning. Okay, hopefully your heart rate has gone down now, feeling a little bit more recovered. Did you know that the quicker you recover from a burst, a short burst of cardiovascular activity, is an indication of how fit you are? So, for example, if someone was running for a bus and they had to do a quick sprint to get to the bus, and they got on the bus with two people, both sprinting, one of them was regularly practicing for cardiac activity and the other was inactive. The inactive one would be on the bus, catching their breath for a prolonged period of time. And I mean 2 minutes, that sort of time, yeah. And then the other person who was regularly doing some cardiovascular activity, they would be recovering very, very quickly. Heart rate's still elevated, but they're not puffing and puffing and panting. And that is a good indication of your fitness, how well you recover after a short burst of activity. Well done. All right, quick drink for me as well, because I'm talking a lot. And then what I would really like to do with you is a set of lunges. This is the dumbbell section. The dumbbell's our guest exercise today. Not dumbbell. Bottle of water, book. What I want you to do is ask yourself how you want to carry it, because we're going to carry it forward and back. Okay? So just try that, and remember that when we're working out with this idea of a rectangle in this frame. So a little rectangle. So use your visuals. It's a rectangle there. So when you're moving, try and keep your rectangle static, all right, just like that, and that's going to give you more concentrated work in the core of your body. All right, try the other hand to try and keep your body in the trunk quite still, and feel where your feet are working with you. Feel what's happening there. All right, that's the move that we're going to do if you want to hold the dumbbell on a front raise. One dumbbell, lightweight maybe, book. If you want to take a little bit of a challenge today, why not put your hand on the end of the dumbbell and then lift it up and then push it back. It requires more grip from these muscles here, which are responsible for your hand grip, okay? So I know if you're watching this, you're learning loads as well, because I talk a lot. You're welcome. Picking up some good tips, good anatomy tips in the sessions as well. And ideally they're there to support you and educate you so that you can enjoy your fitness for the rest of your life. Lunges. Just hold the lunge on your chest for now. Shallow lunge. So you've got your markers there. You're in between the width of your markers. All right. Straight forward lunge. See how you feel. If you want to work a little bit deeper, you can go deeper because you've done it before. And you can go down to the floor and press back up. So I'm trying to keep my hips behind my front knee. So think about how your foot is placed in front of you and the power that's coming through the ankle up to the knee and into the hips and back to push off. Just think about the power through that foot placed on the floor. All right, happy? Done some prep? So what I want you to do is keep this in the same hand as your legs. This is my right hand and right leg. And then we'll do a shoulder press. So a lunge and then a shoulder press. You can take it up to upright row if you know that move. So one lunge, right leg, mind the chandelier. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay? If you've moved on from shoulder presses and you want to try something else, different today and you've got a dumbbell, mind the chandelier and just take it to a swing. And take it all the way up to the top. I might have to go a bit further forward here. Okay, let's just try that. Try 8 each leg. I really want to get you onto the floor section for your Pilates as well. So this is our last bit. Guest exercise. See if I can make sure I miss the chandelier. Just 8 when you're ready. Go on. 2. Your choice, your exercise. Deep breaths. Try and do these movements independently so they're really coordinated. Just notice what's happening across the midline of your body. Remember, many people have diastasis recti for the rest of their life, living functional diastasis recti like myself. Using the right breathing is going to help you support that. And you know where to breathe now, ladies, don't you? Should we do 2 more? Big smiles. Your shoulder press or your front raise with this swing. Like it? Try the other side. Upright road shoulder press will do. Try it on that side so you get to feel it. Try the left leg. What do you want to do? Work to your own effort level. Work to the own capabilities that you have today. This session is just a small little blink of an eyelid in a long timeline of fitness that you're working on for the rest of your life. All right, left leg, roll shoulders, let's go. You could do this with thin air, by the way. You could do that with your arm, with thin air. You can take your arm up like that and that will still be really lovely movement for your shoulders. Just adding in extra. Try not to look at the floor. I was looking at the floor then. Try and look forward at me. It's going to give your brain a little bit more work. All adds up to general fitness, which is what you want. I think I've got 2 more. I've been talking. And relax, drop your dumbbell. Fabulous. Let's tidy up a little bit. Excellent. And we're working on the saw, which is what we're working on for our Pilates. So this is an exercise that rotates your thoracic spine. You can do it standing, seated, on a chair. I'm going to do it on the floor, and then I'm also going to work with your bridges. Okay, so you'll need a band or a scarf for the bridges, and we have worked with a band on the saw before, but we won't be doing that today because we've just worked our shoulders a little bit. We've been quite vigorous with our upper body, so we'll give that a little bit of a break, and we'll just focus on the movements here through the midline, and it will work on the flexibility of your legs as well. Okay, so let's do going down to the floor. Maybe you want a cushion to sit on. Okay, just going to check to see if there's anything I need to administrate. All right, we're good to go. I've got a cushion and I've got a drink. Have a drink, please. Well done. Sitting on the floor is next. If you know your hamstring stretches, you feel like you want to do a hamstring stretch, please have a little hamstring stretch. All right, come down to the floor, grab yourselves a cushion, have your band handy. Can you see all my equipment coming off the sofa? And my family wellbeing stuff falling down. It's all there. So seated is next. Seated. So seated on your bottom. And if you're there already waiting, you can do this with cross legs if you like. So this is the Pilates section. So remember, the Pilates breathing method is 100 years old. And it's really designed to give you a lot of control over your movement and to stimulate movement with the intention of the breath and from a place in the centre of yourself. So it's easy to mistake the Pilates breath for an extreme exertion on the breath and think that that is enough. And it's a really great place to start. It's actually a really good place to start, and all good fitness instructors will explain to you heavy lifting and manual handling as well will explain to you the use of the breath. So if that's where you are today, just getting to grips with movement, of the breath with the effort, locating that. It's a great place to start as a complete beginner. So there's no need to feel that you're not doing it correctly or that it's not working, because even the mechanical movements themselves are medicinal to your body. So bear that in mind. There's no extra ticks for perfecting the Pilates breath during these sessions. These are little snippets of Pilates mindful movements and connection to the breath. Excellent. Just check that the music's got the good volume on it. We'll work on our we're actually working on our hamstring flexibility quite a lot on this one, so I'm just going to set you up with a bit of a, remember you're on the cushion. Oh, excuse me. That's interesting. Sorry about that. It's alive! I hadn't turned my phone off. Alright, so here, the feet. Take them as wide as feels comfortable. Elevate your hips on a cushion, please. It's going to give you some support. And then just bring yourself, just do a dive like we did. Oh, like I do in my other sessions. So yesterday I did this with the families. So dive forward. And then imagine that you're sitting in the sea, at the edge of the sea. And then you're lifting up your hands to the sun. And then you're bowing to the earth, to the sand, to the sea. And then just slowly slide your hands backwards through the water's edge, noticing the ebbing and flowing of the water, calming down. Ready to do this one more time? Really reach up out the shoulder sockets here. Lengthen anything, any niggles, release. Notice where your hands go this time. Maybe to your thighs, your knees. Into the water's edge, cooling you as you go. Rise up through the spine here. This fabulously strong column of bone that you're sitting on, your sitting bones, elevated, creating a little bit of a lift through the lumbar spine, which tends to be a bit kind of soggy in the middle. Rise up here, lift up. Out at the shoulder sockets, reach up. Big smiles, you've done a good job so far, well done. Reach forward. Hands are just resting on the feet. And stay where you've rested. Maybe just use your legs as a marker where you feel comfortable today. So just working on the hamstrings very gently. And then take your fingers and see if you can walk them a little bit further. Walk them all the way back like little spiders. If you've got little ones with you, you can talk your way through all of these movements with them. They love to hear the sound of your voice. Take your little spiders and walk them down the leg. And see if you can touch your toes. Or see where your fingers go. And back. Let's just take our hands up one last time in the centre, right out of the shoulder blades. Maybe a little movement left and right. Just notice how you're twisting there today. And then when I fold forward again. Take your spiders back. Really easing out tension today through the back. Take the spiders down here for me. Notice if this side is a little bit different. This side feels a little bit odd for me. And of course we're not symmetrical, so enjoy the differences. Differences on your body every morning you wake up. And the similarities, things that stay, things that are permanent in your body. Okay, that's the mindful mama talk. All right, so from here, I've loosened you up a little bit with your hamstrings, so you should feel a little bit easier here in your back and your hamstrings. So we're not using this right now. Let me move that out of the way. We're using our twist, our thoracic twist here. So if you want to just practice sitting up, again, even taller, the in-breath comes and expands the rib cage, and it keeps away from your hand. It's inflating by the diaphragm. And then as you breathe out, try silently breathing out and noticing if the muscles are strong enough to pull away from the palm of your hand. So we'll try and do that, and we'll do it as a beginner here. And notice that this shoulder is coming towards the midline, and this shoulder is turning away from the midline, and noticing what's happening with the whole of the posture as you do. That's really working on your twist, which is where a lot of tightness is held. And I've been watching quite a few mobility videos lately, doing some great revision and remembering that a lot of the stiffness in our body, even down to the mobility of our ankles, comes from the upper back. So the more mobile we are in the spine, in the upper thoracic spine, which of course is where most humans in the western part of the planet are challenged because of their position, whether they're pregnant, postnatal, working at a desk, cab drivers, thinking of all the jobs that we're in, at children, sitting on tech. That bit limits very much the whole of the body. So we're really working on lifting up. So if you imagine, I've got a really big heart emoji here, and as I lift it up, I'm shining that emoji out to the side. I'm not kind of retracting it a little bit or dampening it sort of glow. So really rising up through that space. So here, let's just take a breath in and then twist. So put the hand on the outside, finger, temp peg your fingers, drop your shoulders back into their sockets, inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist. Just notice, inhale, come back. You can take your hand with you. If you're stronger on the upper back and the shoulders, you can twist this way. See if you can get a bit further each time without presenting any doming on the midline. Okay, let's just do 3 more. Rise up through the sitting bones. Inhale. Inhale. Fantastic. You're doing a great job. Go as slow as you like. Try and coordinate the inhale on the return move. Lift your heart space. Lift that heart emoji up. Breathing out really silently there. That was 3, and I felt as I repeated, I got further in my rotation. So notice yours, see how far you get, see how far you initially move, and observe that. Remember that your fitness, part of your fitness is becoming, one of the benefits of your fitness is becoming bodily aware. So thinking about how you move. Rise up through your heart space, ladies. Lift up through that lumbar spine, drop your shoulders. Imagine perhaps you've got your beautiful crown on your head there. Place your hand here if you like it, on the midline. If you're feeling that you're over that stage and you want to work harder, you can take your arms and you can take both of them across that side. Have a go, maybe you're already doing that because you've really done some Pilates. You might want to do that. And then we'll repeat another short set. Make sure we've got plenty of time for our bridges. So here, I'm going to put my hand, I think I'm going to go with that one actually. Let's do that. So here. Drop your shoulders, lift that chest. So this is a modified saw, Pilates saw. Much more challenging with that arm out. Just go straight to the other side. You can place your hand back or you can keep the other arm out to the side. Inhale to prepare. Inhale. Notice how the rotation is. Just go back on the same side. 2 more. If you're starting to feel challenged, drop your arms. Great movement, ladies. Notice what's happening in the hips. Lots of control. Straight to the other side. Take your arms down if you're feeling too heavy here. Lift up through the spine. Don't compromise this elevation here. Notice how far you're going. And you can bend your legs if you're feeling a bit too tight. Last one. And relax. Grab your band. And then put your feet into your band, or this is your stretching material. And just lift. Lift up through the centre. Yourself a sense of straightening and lengthening, and then go down. Use this band to pull yourself down. Let yourself soften a little bit and take support from this band to work on just a little bit of a stretch and release from your back, from your legs. And relax. So we're almost at the end of the session. So what I'm going to do is ask you to have a drink if you feel like you've done enough already, or just prepare for your bridges. If you know some movements that you like that are your go-tos, maybe you're practicing yoga already and you know some really lovely stretches, or you want to add on just maybe 1 or 2 minutes of your specific abdominal work that you have been using that is wonderfully safe and effective for you, do that. Otherwise, I am going to take my legs back out and I'm going to do just three of the saw, but what I'm going to do is come down. I'm going to add in this movement and then come up and see how that feels. So I'll go from one side to the other, but again you can pause this, repeat what we've done, or prepare for the lying down section. So take your legs as wide as you like. Don't forget that your shoulders are resting in their sockets as much as they can, and that you're still rising up with your wonderful heart space open and facing towards the front. Roll those shoulders and put your crown on your head, sit on your sitting bones. I'm going to go to this leg first. Inhale wide. So pinky finger to big toe. Reach behind you through the tricep, extending. Don't forget your arms are active behind you and in front. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up, exhale. Let's do 3 more each side. Reach that arm behind. Sit up tall here. Wonderfully tall. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're nearly at the end of your workout. Reach those arms as if someone was pulling your hands away from you. Drawing that out breath as you pick your tummy muscles up to the centre. And relax. That felt incredible for me. I hope it did for you, and I promise you, you will notice some wonderful mobility next time you put your seatbelt on in rotational reverse parking, checking on toddlers and small people in the car. You will be working those muscles and you will feel supported by these movements, particularly if you're doing them weekly, regularly. Well done. Lying on our back is next. Bring your knees up onto your chest for me, and we'll just do a small little bridge to prepare. Come down, lie down, and then do a couple of bridges. See what's happening with my drink cup. Should I move that out of the way? There you go, ladies, well done. So just play with your feet in your bridges. If you've got one of those big bands, those loop bands, they will do just fine as well. Anything to give you a little bit of resistance. So think about what's happening into your hips here. So just give yourself a little bit of this pelvic tilting. So this is the pelvic tilting action to release tension through the body. So this is anterior, it's rotating the pelvis forward, and this is posterior. Feels like you're tucking your tail underneath between your legs. Maybe 1 or 2 more if you need a little bit of swish swish. Try a swish swish, hopefully you can still see me in there. Yeah. Take as much as you need. Okay, so we've rested, we've breathed deeply, and this all contributes to the calming of your nervous system. Really listening into your body and giving yourself the time that you need. So we've all done bridges before. If you're a complete beginner, you don't need the band. You're just going to bring your feet to where they feel flat on the floor, shoulders are separated here, the neck feels long, and you're just going to give yourself a lovely pelvic tilt and you're going to rise up. That's all you're going to do today. And you're going to see if you can get some control in your body. So when you're coming up and down, you're not doing so much wiggling. And you're really feeling, it doesn't matter if your hips are slightly out. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for this blissful movement. Often in our mindsets, and particularly in the society we live in, there's a lot of having to conform to certain movements or certain practices, certain behaviours. So feel free to express yourself in this movement. So if you feel like your hips are a little bit off, just notice. And notice what feels good when you work to focus on how they feel, where the strength is coming from to support your hips. And that's enough. That's enough for a beginner. Even if you're a year or 10 years postnatal, that's enough. Okay, so working through the hamstrings, through the pressing of the feet, through up the knee, into the hips and into the thighs. So what I want you to do, for those of you who are practicing a little bit further along, we'll do a couple with some resistance. So what I want you to do is think about how you want to resist. You can put your hands on your band like this, or you can put your hands in your band like this, and then you're spreading them away from your body. I find the further they're away from my body, the better control I have in my upper body. So try it. You might already be trying it. So yesterday I tried it with the hands on the floor. So just finding a bit of space. Roll your shoulder blades back into place. Don't forget your whole alignment is in here. So when you're working mindfully, you're working with the whole of your body moving, in the sense that we're not just working the glutes, we're not just working the hamstrings. In fitness at the moment, modern fitness is very much focused on body parts. So there's a lot of emphasis on shaping our body in certain ways, and it's actually a complete myth that you can work something in just isolation. You really have to cut everything off to work a muscle on its own, and then it would need attachments to be stimulated to work. So having to think about working the muscles that you're focused on and noticing what else is contributing to that movement. So working on the core, still working the rest of your body, but we're becoming very much aware of the muscles working in the core, just like we are on the floor here. So what part of the core is working here? So inhale to prepare, you've had a go. Exhale, lift. Noticing which part of your body is responding. Just feeling it. Where you bring your mind, your attention to your body, is where you're going to get that great benefit. Scientifically proven, if you think about where your muscles are working, how they're working for you. Greater muscle fibre recruitment takes place. This is the connectivity of the mind to the body, ladies. Mind, body. I love it. The science of the way our body moves. I'm going to do 4 good ones. What I want you to do is notice if your arms are a bit tired because you're pressing into the triceps here, or notice if you're feeling that you're really getting a great connection on the out breath between the pubic bone and the bottom of your belly button. Where's your belly button? The umbilicus. Notice what feels good for you. We'll do 4 and then we'll have a little stretch. So this is a good practice for our session next week. Here we go. Inhale. Draw the energy of your knees parallel, please. Still practicing the bridges if you're a beginner. Maybe you've got your knees on your chest to finish off. That's what's coming next. 3. Feet flat on the floor. Try and relax your buttocks on the way down for these last 2. Relax that pelvic floor, ladies. And let's see what happens to the pelvic floor on the last one. Excellent. Going down. Let's just have a knee hug here. And then what we're going to do is draw the pelvic floor muscles back from the tailbone and up to the middle as we lift. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, draw pelvic floor up and inward. Get some connection there. Stop if you've got any discomfort, uncomfortable twinges or anything like that in your back or your tummy. And relax. Change leg. Practice once. Inhale. Exhale. Practice that feeling of zipping up from the back of your coccyx, the back passage, and then towards the urethra. So I'm going to do 2 more like that. Bringing some awareness. So those pelvic floor muscles, they have been working all the way through this session to support us on our light impact, on our wide stance position, on our lunges. So let the pelvic floor relax here. And then just roll over to the side. Have a little bit of a stretch out there if it feels good. And then bring yourself up to seated. Fantastic effort today from all of you. I'm so pleased that you could join me today. And if you're watching on replay, well done you. I'll be back with you next Tuesday, 10:30. It's a beginner's session. It's a beginner's session from 6 weeks to 6 months postnatal. We'll be doing, again, a focus on all those essential Pilates, fitness, postnatal specific exercises. And if you have any questions at all, please just comment below or get in touch. Have a good drink of water. Please don't skip your lunches, ladies. Hydrate well, rest well, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me. I'll save this video and then I'll see you another time. Well done.